senses about the food.
The food is absolutely outstanding.
Such a focus on people that look thin.
And you eat so much. A fascinating thing. And again, Lori has become a fan of Korean food. Absolutely.
But it's more than food. It's a whole life, it seems. But you tell me.
And we love eating. We love eating, period. And there are so many different kinds of food. Although it's a very small, country, we have like different food in different regions. North, south, middle section, island, seafood, meat, tiny little mince. Experiment things Korean people do. Love that. And come up with new ideas all the time. So every year I come here, there's a new food.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
what do you mean a new food?
Like they mix things, fusion, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Chinese. It's all mixed. It's so good. I've never had that in other countries. Keep that Korean culture inside of the food, but they mix the little things from other countries. And the Koreans are so good at that.
It feels like Korean to me, and it seems it's very healthy, almost a science to it.
There's a procedure.
Yeah, which no one ever says, like, here's the procedure, but it seems...
You just follow that,
But
the culture, yes.
Can you say more about that part?
An example would be like a sam, which is veggie wrap piece of meat, a little bit of sauce, and you wrap it up. And you take one bite.
You just take one bite?
One bite. You put the whole thing in.
Oh, I see.
So when we see foreigners or people from other countries biting off some,
that would be
like,
me.
hello, excuse me, like Italians watching, or putting pineapple on pizza or something like that. We're gonna go crazy. So to tell whether he is a authentic Korean or not, we watch him eat some. If he takes a bite off, well, he's not Korean. That's sort of, that's the culture we have. So that's an example.
Where does that come from, though, that you have to eat the whole thing? Like,
I don't know. Having a mouthful makes, you feel good.
The explosion of flavors in your mouth.
It explodes literally in your mouth.
Yeah.
Then you can experience the garlic, the spiciness, and the meat and the veggies. And sometimes you feed your loved one.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
I have not seen that. I've only...
I do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, to my friends. I'm going to do that to you.
And then when I give it to her, it's my gift of what I think is the best
Same thing.
best mouthful.
That's
And then I give it.
How come we haven't seen that yet?
The people you go out with, I'm sorry, but they're like,
More formal?
professors and CEOs, but when you go to a local market, local restaurants, they eat a lot of their food with their hands.
I love that. That's the best to me. I'd rather eat with my hands than with... one thing I also noticed, Korean food, like, you use all the parts.
We do not leave anything.
Yeah.
We eat everything. Big family, eating was so important.
Remember we ate the beef and we ate the stomach,
The different
right?
stomachs.
Raw stomachs.
Yes.
Like 3 different stomachs.
That's more of a adult's taste.
Go ahead.
Korean food around the world.
Yes. Why is it popular?
It's getting more and more popular.
Okay.
State College, our town, had one Korean restaurant forever, and then we had 2, and then suddenly 3 and 4.
We have 4 now?
Yeah.
I did not know.
Wow. When I was there in 2019, there was nothing.
Yeah.
There was 1.
There was 1, okay. Now there are 4.
The number of sections of introduction to Korean. It went from 1 a semester to 2 to 4 to 6 or 8, and we're seeing this all over the country. But they're eating a lot of Korean food.
That's what I was going to
I was
ask
talking
you.
to my Chinese students the other day, and they really love Korean food.
Chinese food.
Yeah. A fascinating thing. We see this in Europe when we're traveling. You just see there's a Korean restaurant that there never would have been before. I mean, it's K cuisine, but all things Korea, right? It's K culture. It's just once you have Korean fashion and Korean cosmetics and K-pop and K-drama and K-film. Well, K-food comes naturally, because think about the dramas, like they're always eating, right? Like they're eating, all they do is eat. And so like you're watching them eat and you just think like, I gotta try that food. Like gimbap, Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Like that, I was reading how that just kept saying, what is that?
That is true. I did.
In the States?
In the States, yeah. I'm sure all over, actually.
Because when I eat at a Korean restaurant in the United States, or where I have so far, it's not the same thing. It doesn't strike me in the same way. It's not just, oh my God, this food is so amazing. It's very different here. To me, the food is, it's like, I'm struggling.
It's exquisite.
It's like no, it's not that. It's for me. It's the food is the culture somehow.
Yes.
That's just my experience. It's like I better like. We have a friend here who she said, "What do you want to eat?" One night, the first time I was here, and I was like, "Well, I saw a pizza place. It would be kind of fun to taste pizza in Korea."
Made by Koreans.
And she was like, "Oh no,
yeah.
no, you're not eating." And I feel like there's some real serious not rules, but senses about the food that is being eaten in a way that I don't care about. I've never grown up that way. I feel like I've walked into an ether that you might call culture.
Yeah.
But I've never experienced it like this any other place.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
But I was saying earlier when I got on the plane after my first time here, and the menu normally I'm just going to go to like, do we have ice cream here? Is there ice cream or some chocolate cake? And I went to whatever the Korean menu was.
And you didn't even know what the first dish was.
I didn't.
It didn't matter.
In fact,
You
this
knew it would be
time, I
good.
did the same thing, and the flight attendant said, "Are you familiar with this?"
No, but I'd like to try.
But you said, well, it doesn't matter
said-
because I'll like it, whatever it is.
But it's just like this whole experience that is more than just what is being ingested somehow. But what does that mean to you as someone who this is your life?
Who's Korean Canadian?
I lived here till I was 17, so I have that flavor, and I miss that flavor. First couple of years, like, geez, my God, I want to eat some authentic Korean food, at a nice restaurant, but you're eating like Americanized or North American style Korean food. It's not that. I want some like real Korean food.
Which is what?
It's not like Japanese where everything is cut and square. There are rough edges there, and the flavor is more spicier, I guess. And you have because Japanese and Chinese don't have that wrapping some culture. We have that, and I love it. And I do it with seafood, beef, everything.
I haven't experienced this enough.
Wow,
I
I'm
like
gonna take
this
you out.
wrapping thing. I'm
This
into
is a
that.
really good thing. That's I would say the Korean culture.
So I've
There you are.
Some
I know
is
nothing.
The culture, okay? You gotta try this.
No, but you have, like when we eat sesame leaves.
Yeah.
But that has never been like the central part. I thought that was just a
Because
side.
the restaurants you guys went to were like
just
were
a different kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
When I first ate here at this faculty and staff cafeteria, I thought the food's really amazing. But then I thought, okay, this is just me. I could drink a glass of water. Like, oh,
my
that's
God,
amazing water. Yeah. But then I was asking around to a lot of folks, and they said, no, we purposefully make sure that we serve really good food here in the cafeteria. So that's why there's only one dish every day. Everyone eats the same thing, and they make sure that it's a really good dish. So I think what I've heard is the food is absolutely outstanding.
For me, it's healthy.
Yeah.
It tastes really good, but I'm struck by that this feels like a healthy meal. Our university at Penn State, it's like every fast food that you could desire, and like it's
Burger,
going to
hot
taste
dog.
delicious,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be healthy. It's definitely not good. So this feels like it's homemade and healthy. That's
And
different.
if you're, running a university, people are going to go back to work after they eat lunch. You don't want them to eat unhealthy food and fall asleep. You need them to have a light meal and feel really good and be energized and go back to their desks and get to work.
Korean people seem to me generally to be thin people. It's true, I haven't surveyed
No.
the population, but it seems like
No, it's quite true.
it's a funny thing to have such a focus on food. See people that look, thin.
But
And you eat so much
Extent of the raw food cuisine is
Yeah.
definitely shocking.
as it's moving around. And we were cheering for her, like, come on, you got it.
That was shocking.
But you did it.
did you try it though?
I did try
You
it.
did try
Oh.
it. That's good.
I did, but
Yeah.
it really
Most
didn't
people don't.
taste
But,
it to me.
like
I
we
did not
eat
realize
everything raw.
Yeah.
Literally everything. Beef, not pork, but
Oh, lots
some
of
people
vegetables.
do.
No, tons of vegetables.
Tons of
bro.
veggies.
This is like for some people's way of thinking the most healthy way to eat.
Yeah.
Right. That's where the
Yes.
most energy
Exactly.
is in the food, right? When it's still
Yeah,
hot.
then cook the energy out of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But do people talk about that?
Yeah.
Like that level?
Oh yeah, people talk
Like
about it.
that ordinate common, all of us, like normal people like us, we would be talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because that's not something even close to anything we would talk
Like,
about.